What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez states that David Benavidez didn't look so good in his last fight with Oleksandr Volsnik, and he says if he fought Bivol the way he fought his last fight with Volsnik, Bivol beats him. And let me counterpunch. I think, and I've always thought, David Benavidez has met his match, okay? He's met his match at 175. The guys there are bigger. They're stronger by default. You know, weight classes are a reason, or there are weight classes for a reason. Let's say that. And I think that with Bivol, Benavidez joins the party, it's just going to be more competitive fights. You know, Canelo also said, you know, he's fighting the way he's fighting because he's fighting in his weight class. So basically, Canelo Alvarez is calling David Benavidez a weight bully, right? And I think David Benavidez should have moved up. You know, obviously, 168, he was massive at 168. But at 175, I think he meets his ultimate challenge as of right now, simply because the knockout stopped. You know, did he beat Volsnik? Yeah, he beat Volsnik. But did he crush Volsnik? No, he did not. He didn't do what he did. He didn't even drop Volsnik. Volsnik took a lot of his shots, and David threw a lot of them. You know, that rapid fire combination, you know, output that he gives, you know, he still gave the same amount. It just did little effect or less effect, right? And the result was different. It went 12 rounds. So if you got someone like Bivol, you know, that's going to be a tough fight. Me personally, I would like to see, hopefully we get to see Benavidez versus Benavidez versus Bivol, okay? Not one or the other. No, I want to see both 2 times. I want to see what David does with both fighters. You know what I mean? Because it's too many times where we can have these matchups that really don't get made simply by who wins or who loses. Because it's like the person that loses goes back to behind the line versus, you know, why don't they challenge the other guy that beat that guy? You know, those type of things that I want in the sport of boxing. Now, is Canelo true? I think so. I think he is true about David Benavidez. I think he should move up. I wouldn't necessarily call him a weight bully, though. I think that was kind of below the belt, but, you know, because he didn't really look bad. But then 175, I think, fits his bill better. You know, the challenges are better. The guys are his size, those type of things, you know. And I think that when we're talking about David Benavidez is a guy that, you know, he's tall. He's like 6'2". He used to be a fat dude, you know, and I do personally think on each and every fighter out there, not just David Benavidez, but across the board, I think most fighters, I think they fight way below their weight class. I think a lot of these guys, according to how they walk around, I think maybe I don't think a fighter should be anywhere. I think it should be a minimum of 10 pounds. So if you're walking around at a 180, okay, you could fight at 175. Or 185, you could fight at 175. You know what I mean? Not 154 or 160. And a lot of these people lose weight just to starch themselves down, break themselves down, and they're not as strong as they should be. It reminds me of Vinny Pazienza when he was fighting at 140, and then he decided to fight at 160, and he was a lot stronger because he was fighting out of his weight class. You see what I'm saying? So in David's case, he's a fast, exciting fighter, and I like his style. I love watching David Benavidez, you know, throw those bows. But at the same time, Canelo Alvarez, I think he has a point. You know, Bivol is a guy, you know, that will give him a run for his money or beat him. Same for Benavidez, you know. But you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez stating that if David Benavidez fights like he fought in his last fight against Oleksandr Volsnik, he would definitely lose to Dimitri Bivol. Of course, please subscribe. and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.